Again, good evening, everyone. Okay, great. I'm Mary Ellen Randall, and chair of the IEEE USA Awards and Recognition Committee. It's a pleasure to welcome everyone this evening to tonight's award ceremony, but most especially the award recipients, their families, and also their guests. There are some specific individuals in attendance whom I wish to recognize before we start the awards. These folks who are or have been active leaders within the IEEE. Would all present and past members of the IEEE Board of Directors please stand? Please. Thank you. Would all present and past members of the IEEE USA Board of Directors please stand? Thank you. Please note that the awards ceremony is taking place because of your nominations. The recipients are receiving these awards, again, because of your efforts in nominating them. Please consider nominating a worthy individual for an award this year. It all starts with that first nomination form. Nominations are due July 31st, so we're giving you a heads up to get started on it now. Now I would like to introduce the IEEE USA President, Ron Jensen, to make a few comments. Ron.
Well, thank you, Mary Ellen. And I would like to welcome everyone to Austin and to the IEEE USA Annual Meeting. Each year, we hold the IEEE USA Awards Banquet and Ceremony during the meeting so that the award recipients may be recognized among their peers. This year, we have 27 award recipients, and I'm pleased to announce that we have 21 of them with us this evening. Let's give them all a round of applause. The selection of award recipients is not an easy task. It's a laborious yet worthy cause that brings us here tonight. And I would first like to acknowledge the extensive work that the Awards and Recognition Committee, led by Mary Ellen Randall, have done over the past year to make this happen. So congratulations to them. And I would also like to acknowledge the President-elect, Jim Howard, who is with us here tonight. It is our custom to have the past president serve as the MC, since she was the president in the year that these awards were earned. It is with great pleasure for me to introduce the 2010 IEEE USA President, Evelyn Hurt. Evelyn?
Okay, let me get where I'm supposed to be because I need to do this. Okay, but I'm going to do a housekeeping thing first because it always happens invariably that the awardees forget to take your badge off before you come up on the stage so we get pretty pictures of you that you can show off to all the family and friends and grandchildren and whatever. Okay, good evening and thank you for being here tonight. It is a great privilege and honor to honor individuals who have made such marvelous contributions to IEEE USA, to IEEE, and to the engineering profession. And as the IEEE USA past president, it is a pleasure for me to assist in these presentations. Change slide. For the fourth year in a row, IEEE USA is proud to be recognizing undergraduate engineering students for their winning entries in our How Engineers Make the World of Difference online engineering video scholarship competition. With up to $5,000 in scholarship awards given, the award-winning YouTube video entries are judged as the most effective in reinforcing for the 11 to 13-year-old audience how engineers improve the quality of life. For all 4 of the years, the 3-judge panel has included Andrew Kakan, a PhD student in electrical engineering at Stanford University, Suzette Aguilar, a PhD student in RF engineering at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and Nate Ball, a mechanical engineer and former host of PBS's Design Squad. And if you've never seen Design Squad, check it out. And we are pleased that one of these 3 judges, Andrew Kakan, is here this evening. Andrew, please stand up. IEEE USA Communications and Public Awareness Vice President Nita Patel announced the winners of the competition during the Engineers Week from February 21st to 26th. The video competition was designed to be replicated in IEEE student sections both in and outside the U.S. The winning entries are seen by the tweeners, like my granddaughter. Target audience at the annual E-Week Discover Engineering Family Day and on Design Squad nationwide website. We are delighted to have the winner of the 2010-2011 competition here tonight, and Zachary Phillips, there we go, is from a sophomore electrical engineering major from LeTourneau University in Longview, Texas. This is the 2nd time Zachary has entered and won a scholarship award in the IEEE USA online video competition. Last year he placed 2nd and received a $2,000 scholarship award. This year Zachary received both first place award in the amount of $2,000 and a special award in the amount of $500 for an in-person presentation of his video to more than 24 11 to 13-year-olds at church. Before we meet this outstanding EE undergrad, let's take a look at his 90-second video.
Hey guys, my name is Zachary Phillips. I'm an electrical engineering major at LeTourneau University. I'm a proud IEEE student member and gave IEEE all the rights to this video. I didn't use any copyright materials in the making of this film. I showed my video to a group of 26 11 to 13-year-olds at my church, and they really enjoyed the video and thought it was very entertaining. It's pretty epic, so turn up those subwoofers. Check it out.
In a world with many problems, there's a specialized group of people who have the solutions. If you take a look around you, you can see their fingerprints on everything. This breed of people is unsuspecting to the average person. They're walking by you on the street. They're sitting next to you on the plane. They are problem solvers, designers, and innovators, like Gustav Eiffel, structural engineer who worked on the Eiffel Tower and the Statue of Liberty. Washington Roebling, chief civil engineer over the completion of the Brooklyn Bridge. Nikola Tesla, mechanical and electrical engineer, the man responsible for the alternating current power system. Michael Good, aerospace engineer and astronaut. Finally, Martin Cooper, electrical engineer as well as the inventor of the cell phone. They are extraordinary people working under the guise of ordinary people, making a world of difference. Who are they? Engineers. The time is ticking. Who is going to join this extraordinary group? Is it you?
And in seeing a video like this, all of us can take confidence that we're leaving the profession in good hands. And please use videos that we create in this video competition for your next e-week presentation. So now I'm pleased to introduce Zachary Phillips, the first place and Special Scholarship Award winner of the 2010-2011 IEEE USA How Engineers Make a World of Difference online video competition. Zachary, please step forward. Zachary, would you like to say a few words?
I would just like to say I'm honored to have won second place last year and then first place this year. Thank you, IEEE USA, for sponsoring this competition and their commitment to promoting engineering to this age group. The theme of this contest isn't just a catchphrase. It's true. Engineers do make a world of difference, and I look forward to joining you and becoming one of those in the near future. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Zachary, and thank you to the IEEE USA Board for supporting this and other public awareness activities. I would also like to thank Nita Patel, Abby Robertson, and staff in their work on monitoring this annual competition. Now I would like to begin the awards ceremony by presenting the President's Special Citation Award that are given for unique qualifications. Okay, the 2010 recipient of the IEEE USA Special Citation is Boeing Company. Accepting on behalf of Boeing is Jim Leonard. Jim, please step forward. Boeing is being recognized for sustained support of IEEE USA, specifically in the area of diversity of the workplace. Jim, would you like to say a few words?
Yes, I would. Things are always bigger in Texas. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it better. Boeing is proud to accept this award. Rick Stevens gave a talk at lunch today. You all heard him. And Boeing is in the game. Boeing will be sponsoring the Partners booth at the Sections Congress this year in San Francisco. Come on by. And Boeing will be supporting the IEEE USA meeting in Cincinnati next year, May 3rd through 6th. Thank you.
Congratulations to Boeing, and thank you for being a donor of the 2011 annual meeting. The next award is for the IEEE USA Professional Achievement Award for individuals and organizations. These awards are to recognize significant and specific contributions of individuals and organizational efforts in the development and implementation of professional activities in the United States. The recipients of the 2010 Professional Achievement Award with us tonight are Mohammed Berry, Russ Lefebvre, Bob Perro, Veronica Rabel, Safar Rahman, Abby Robinson, Christos Zahopoulos, I knew I was going to mess it up, and Vicki Osborne on behalf of Rockwell Collins. Would the awardees please come to the stage? The first of the 2010 Professional Achievement Award winners for individuals is Mohammed Berry. Mohammed, would you please step forward? Mohammed was selected for leadership in recruiting students and promoting IEEE membership. Got it? Okay, Mohammed, would you like to say a few words?
Well, it's my honor to receive this award. Thank you. I would like to take this opportunity and thank my wife for giving me the time to do my activity at IEEE. Thank you.
Congratulations. Russ, please step forward. Russ was selected for leading the collaboration between IEEE and other engineering societies to form the Technologies for Carbon Management Initiative. Russ, would you like to say a few words?
I sincerely hope I don't screw this up. I'm not used to talking to a crowd without a bunch of PowerPoints in the background. I really, really appreciate this honor. I think this is one of the most important events in my life. In the IEEE, there are a lot of activities that go on sort of beneath the radar. And this is, carbon management is one of them. And for IEEE USA to recognize how important this is, I think is very, very significant. I've been involved with this group for quite a while, done it quite a bit, and I hope I've contributed to their success. But I do want to point out, and it isn't recognized in the program, that although I've been involved, I just want to point out that Veronica Rabel, who you have also recognized, has been doing the heavy lifting on this program, and I would attribute our success to what Veronica has contributed to this. And I just want to say thank you again. This is just awesome. Thanks again.
Okay, congratulations. Bob, please step forward. Bob was selected for pre-college mentoring through the U.S. First Robotics Competition. I'd like to ask Bob to say a few words.
During the typical 6-week robotics build cycle that happens each year, the typical mentor puts in a ton of hours. And during that time, you really get to know the kids that are involved in those projects really better than their own parents to a large degree. And it's it's really the mentors that are the ones that benefit more so than the kids because of the opportunity to pour not only the technical guidance but your values and vision into the kids that are participating in the project. So you actually get a lot more. I encourage everyone to consider putting some time in as a mentor. The blessing is much greater on your side than on the kids' side. Thank you, IEEE USA.
Okay. Congratulations, Bob. Veronica, please step forward. Veronica was selected for leading the collaboration between IEEE and other engineering societies to form the Technologies for Carbon Management Initiative. Veronica is also the IEEE USA Programmatic Committee lead for our involvement in the future Carbon Management Conference. Veronica, would you like to say a few words?
Yes, I would. Well, first of all, I have to tell you, this is one of the most exciting activities I have ever been involved in. And so thank you, IEEE USA and IEEE, for making it possible. And I also would like to mention that there are other people who should stand here, but for whatever reason, they were not eligible to receive an award. And those people include Gordon Day, Evelyn Hertz, Chris Brantley, and many others. And I hope next year, when we'll stand here, there will be others who will be recognized for doing more work, along with Jim, hopefully many more of you. Thank you.
Congratulations. Safer, would you please step forward? Safer was selected for leading the collaboration between IEEE and other engineering societies to form the Technologies for Carbon Management Initiative also. Safer, as soon as we get your picture done, would you like to say a few words?
Good evening. You'll realize if you look at the citations, the IEEE USA has recognized 3 people for the same job. The reason is, if you look at our names, first name and last name, it's Ras, Rabel, Rahman. They must like the R people with 3 R's. Thank you very much.
The nice thing about being MC, I get to take a little MC privilege, and since we just recognized the 3 people in the carbon management, an accomplishment through their efforts that isn't realized here is, for the first time ever, IEEE USA will be the IEEE leader of the IEEE team on a technical conference called, and that is the Carbon Management Conference. It's planned for 2012. Abby, please step forward. Abby was selected for leadership in the design and launch of the new IEEE USA in Action, an interactive online publication. And if you haven't looked at it, shame on you. It's a great publication. Abby, please come up and say a few words.
I want to thank Gus Gaynor and Patrick Meyer, who nominated me for this award. I also want to thank IEEE USA staff member Georgia Steluto, who has been walking with me through this process from the beginning. And there are a lot of other staff members in the office who I'd also like to acknowledge. Thanks to the Communications Committee, who helps to support all of these activities and publications. Nita Patel, our Vice President of Communications and Public Awareness, who has championed this with the Board of Directors. I'd like to thank my husband and my dog, who occupy each other so that I had the time to design and get this publication off the ground. And I want to thank all of the members who suggest article ideas, who write articles for this publication, and most of all, those of you who read the publication. Thank you.
Congratulations. Christos, please step forward. Christos was selected for sparking pre-college interest in technology and engineering careers through the ReSeed program. Christos, would you like to say a few words, and may I suggest, give us a little hint of what ReSeed is?
Okay, that's good. How much time do I have? Good evening, everyone. This is an honor indeed for myself and the program, and I want to thank IEEE for this award and for their support throughout the years, especially the IEEE Life members. ReSeed is a program that recruits and trains retired scientists and engineers to become volunteers and support students and teachers in the classroom. This is the 20th anniversary of the program, and I want to dedicate this award really to the volunteers who up to now have offered close to 700,000 hours of their time working in many states around the country. And I'm hopefully looking forward to really partnering with IEEE. We've already started talking about this, and others who want to make sure that this program becomes a national program, as it is very cost effective and has tremendous results. Thank you for this opportunity.
And as Christos says, volunteering is important, and remember, when you retire, sooner or later your spouse or significant other does want you to leave the house on occasion. Okay, so now, next, I would like, and that's the one we knew we kept missing it, Vicki Osborne to come up, and she's from Rockwell Collins, and Rockwell Collins was selected for sustained support of IEEE professional development activities. And Vicki is accepting on behalf of Rockwell Collins.
Good evening. On behalf of Rockwell Collins and our 20,000 employees worldwide, I'd like to thank IEEE USA for this wonderful award, and we look forward to building our relations with the IEEE and other activities outside of the Cedar Rapids section as we continue to grow. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to Rockwell Collins and all the employees that make their great achievements possible. Unfortunately, the last recipient could not be with us tonight. Dorothea Temple was selected for mentoring early career engineers in technical excellence and professional excellence. Congratulations to her and the other professional achievement awardees. Please accept our appreciation for your service and dedication and to professionalism. The next section of the program will honor the 2010 recipients of the IEEE USA Regional Professional Leadership Awards. These awards are presented to recognize those members in U.S. regions for their outstanding leadership efforts in advancing the professional aims of the IEEE in the United States. The 2010 recipient with us tonight is Jignasa Ray. And Jignasa, please step forward. Jignasa was selected for revitalizing student activities in Region 1. Okay, she's got a fan club. Okay, Jignasa, say a few words.
Wow, I'm a little more nervous than I thought I would be. Thank you. I'd like to take a moment to thank the awards committee and especially the nominators, Yuri and Region 1 Director Charles, and the IEEE staff that continually supports me in all that I attempt to do for students, Laura Durrett and Laura Fast. Region 1 volunteers. Without the volunteers' support from Gold, SPAC, PACE, Membership Development, and I couldn't do the student activities that I've been able to do. The section SAC chairs and the students and advisors, the people at the grassroots are the ones that enable me to continue to support student activities and encourage them. And then I want to thank a couple of people that actually got me involved in IEEE, Babek and Balvinder Blah. And they're the ones that really helped me see the passion that I have for students and got me connected to the people. And then lastly, I want to thank my dad. He's the one that helped me start my engineering career, and he's the one that I followed in his footsteps, and my daughter who patiently supported me in everything that I do, whether it took some time away from her or not. So thank you.
Okay, congratulations, Jignasa. Unfortunately, the second recipient could not be with us tonight. Okay. Ashutosh Dutta was selected for fostering industrial relations in Region 1. Let's congratulate Ashutosh. So congratulations to both the 2010 award recipients. Please accept our appreciation, service, and dedication to engineering professionalism. The next section of the program will honor the 2010 recipient of the IEEE USA Entrepreneur Achievement Award for Leadership in Entrepreneurial Spirit, and this is the first year that this award is being presented. This award is presented to recognize a key individual who has been instrumental in furthering entrepreneurial growth and spirit in the United States. The 2010 recipient is Dilip Rao. Dilip, please step forward. Dilip was selected for contributions in the areas of entrepreneurship, innovation, and development of future engineering businesses. Okay, Dilip, would you like to say a few words?
Oops, sorry. Why is our country in a mess? Because we have been listening too much to the Harvard MBAs and to our economists and not enough to our engineers. Seriously, if you take a look at how much we have exported to the rest of the world, we have exported $7 trillion of our wealth in the last 20 years. This is an economy of 14 trillion, and we wonder what happened to our jobs. We have to start exporting from the US. The reason why our economists aren't telling us this is because there are two kinds of economists. Academic economists won't let facts get in the way of their theory. And Wall Street economists won't let facts get in the way of their bonuses. We need reality. And so we need to start exporting from here. I think our entrepreneurs can do it. I think IEEE can play a tremendous role in helping entrepreneurs from the US export to the rest of the world. And I think our children will thank us for it. My children will thank you for this. And I do thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Dilip. The next part of the award presentation will be the recognition of individuals who have been awarded a citation of honor. This award honors individuals who have made exemplary contributions toward achieving the aims of professional activities in the United States. The recipients of the 2010 Citation of Honor with us tonight are Harold Adams, C.J. Chung, Thomas Gentile, Mayor Sasson. Please come forward. The first citation of honor goes to Harold Adams. Harold, please step forward. Harold was selected for leadership in creating the IEEE USA National Energy Policy Position Statement. There were copies on the thing, and if you saw it, it's a wonderful thing we've produced. Okay. Harold, please say a few words.
I'm very honored to receive this award, and also very honored to have been a part of the, excuse me, the IEEE Energy Policy Committee, IEEE USA Energy Policy Committee for the last 10 years. It's been a fabulous experience, and I've learned a tremendous amount from the people on this group. And I'd also like to say a special thanks to the committee leadership, Meyer and Tom, who you will meet in a moment, and also to our referee, Bill Williams, and our resident photographer down there, who keeps us from killing each other sometimes. But it's been a great experience being a part of this committee, and I thank the Awards Committee very much for this. Thank you.
The second recipient of the 2010 Citation of Honor is C.J. Chung. C.J., please step forward. C.J. was selected for contributions to the advancement of software engineering licensure in the United States. Wasn't right? I'm reading the script. Don't scare me like that. C.J., say a few words.
Well, I can't believe this. Thank you so much. I may need another picture because my wife doesn't believe this. I'd like to thank first all the members of Southeast Michigan section and Region 4 PACE team, Adel, Tarek, Hamid, Don, and many others. Personally, I want to thank God for giving my health back to continue this work. I have something here. I started a robot competition called RoboFest, and I brought all the medals. since year 2005. We have awarded these medals to 8,000 future engineers since year 2005. Thank you so much for your support. We should work harder to advance technology for the humanity. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for the correction. I'm reading out of the script. Now I'm going to read out of the book. For creating RoboFest to inspire interest in engineering among pre-college students, C.J. Chung. Okay, now I'm going to double check to make sure it matches. Okay, the third recipient of the 2010 Citation of Honor is Thomas Gentile. Tom, please step forward. Tom was selected, okay, checking, for leadership in creating the IEEE USA National Energy Policy Position Statement. A few words.
Actually, I have a little bit to say. The IEEE USA Energy Policy Committee is one of the most relevant and exciting committees to be part of in IEEE USA. Where do you get to meet and discuss the most relevant and important issues that are facing our society today, okay, with the best and the brightest, okay, minds in the country? It's an awesome experience. Okay, it makes me feel that I'm alive and that I'm using my God-given talents to do something really good for society. I very much appreciate this honor, but this is not something that I did on my own. Okay, first I'd like to thank Gordon Day, okay, for the challenging, he was the one that challenged the EPC on the subject of energy policy recommendations. Secondly, I'd like to thank Russ Lefebvre for his guidance and confidence that we could actually develop a consensus with such a diverse group of individuals. And thirdly, I'd like to thank IEEE USA staff, Chris McMains, Chris Brantley, Marjorie Springer, and especially Bill Williams. Bill was the energy and the glue that kept everything together. And finally, I'd like to give credit and thanks to the members of the EPC. They are the most caring, intelligent, and diverse group of people who have a deep desire, okay, to do the right thing for society and work tirelessly and develop and update the energy policy, okay, and of which Harold is here, and Meyer is here, and Veronica is out there, and others within this room contributed to this, developing this Energy Policy Committee. And again, I'd like to thank you for this honor. It was very much appreciated.
And checking again, just to make sure. Okay. The fourth recipient of the 2010 Citation of Honor is Mayor Sasson. Mayor, please step forward. Mayor was selected for leadership in creating the IEEE USA National Energy Policy Position Statement. Mayor, please, a few words.
Well, as the fourth recipient, just because it's in alphabetical order, from the Energy Policy Committee, but I've been the chair for the last 2 years, and it's been a real experience. But I know, as chair, that this award belongs to its 45 members, and they're active, and they're experts in their fields, in many fields. As you know, Veronica, Tom Gentile, and Harold Adams are being also awarded here tonight. Bill Williams needs to be recognized. He truly keeps us together and moves everything along. This award also belongs to Fanny Sanin, artist, my wife, who taught me that integrity is the greatest value for a professional. Thank you, IEEE USA. This is a truly honor that is very, very much appreciated. Thank you.
Again, congratulations to the recipients of the Citations of Honor. Please accept our appreciation for your service and dedication to the engineering profession. Okay, for all those that know I flub, the joke is I hate following scripts, and so I was trying to be good. Okay. The next award is to recognize a partnership between pre-college engineering educator and an IEEE engineer. The Pre-College Education Teacher-Engineer Partnership Award recognizes collaborative activities between K through 12 educators and technical professionals who are IEEE members. The recipients of the 2010 Teacher-Engineer Partnership Award are Marion Ziner and Butch Shadwell. Marion and Butch, please step forward. Marion and Butch were selected for instilling enthusiasm in engineering and technology by mentoring students at the Episcopal High School in Jacksonville, Florida. Please step forward and say a few words.
It is really an honor to be recognized this evening by this award and by your organization. I am really impressed with the focus that your group has on volunteer work, especially with young people. Butch Shadwell has been very instrumental with my students. He has been invaluable in guiding them as a role model and as a mentor, as he encouraged them to be creative, resourceful problem solvers. It is my vision that my students will be engineers just like you someday. Thank you.
It's easy to say that Marion Ziner deserves a lion's share of credit for this award, but I got involved with the science fair over 30 years ago, and I'd like to challenge every one of you to please volunteer to be a judge or be a mentor for your regional science fair as well. And thank you for the award very much. Thank you.
Okay, congratulations to Marion and Butch. Next, we'll be recognizing the 2010 recipient of the IEEE USA Award for Distinguished Literary Contributions, Furthering Public Understanding of the Profession. The Award for Distinguished Literary Contributions, Furthering Public Understanding of the Profession was established in 1988 to recognize the outstanding journalistic and other efforts that contribute to the enhancement and expansion of public understanding of the engineering profession in the United States. The 2010 recipient here with us tonight is Colonel Mason. Colonel is the host, managing editor, and producer of a weekly series that features science, engineering, and technology. The show can be heard on about 125 U.S. radio stations that make up the Science News Radio Network. Colonel Mason was selected for increasing public understanding of the profession through the weekly radio program and promises tomorrow. Please say a few words.
The irony that I should be receiving a literary award from the most distinguished society of engineers in the world is not an irony that would have escaped my father if he were still alive. You see, my father was born in 1898 and was a registered professional electrical engineer during the early part of the 20th century when the profession was really taking off. And he had no visions that I would do anything literary. That was beyond him. Instead, he figured my salvation was going to be engineering, and he set out to teach me the slide rule. Now, I can tell by your laughter that some of you have actually heard of such an instrument as a slide rule. And many of you may have even seen photos of a slide rule. And some of you in this room, quite possibly, have actually used a slide rule. David Pierce, you're giving away your age over there. Got to be careful about that. Anyway, I couldn't master it. And it became pretty confounding, and so I slipped into the field of journalism. The fourth estate, you know, we hold our nose with that, and brought disgrace onto the family. Well, shortly after my father died, in 1964, a brilliant man by the name of Jack Kilby at Texas Instruments led one of his very brilliant proteges, a man by the name of Jerry Merriman, a man still a close friend of mine to this day, invented the handheld calculator. The handheld calculator. Father, I can do that! But alas, it's too late for me. All I can do is publicize the work, the brilliant work of you engineers. I can't really do your work. Anyway, my son, who is a computer engineer, was quite impressed when he heard that I was nominated for this, let alone receive it, but nomination, my goodness. And he came to me and he says, Dad, he said, this is really good stuff. He said, you know, if you could win a few of these awards, you could study abroad. And that made me very happy because I'd like to study abroad. And of course, my one question to him was, how many broads do I get to study? I really thought you all see that coming. Anyway, I'm terribly honored and thank you so much. And to be in the company of such distinguished as you is the most satisfying honor I could possibly experience. Thank you.
I am an engineer and I still have my slide rule. Okay, unfortunately, the second recipient of this award, the team of Brian Mailer and William Kumkwambe, were unable to join us tonight. Brian and William were selected for telling the inspiring story of how engineering can change the world with their book, The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. So let's give them applause. Congratulations to all the 2010 award recipients. Please accept our appreciation for your dedication to engineering professionalism. Next, we will be recognizing the 2010 recipient of the IEEE Award for Distinguished Literary Contributions Furthering Engineering Professionalism. The Award for Distinguished Literary Contributions for Furthering Engineering Professionalism honors those who have made outstanding contributions through their literary efforts to the advancement of the U.S. professional objectives of IEEE. Unfortunately, the 2010 award recipient, Robert I'm going to mess this up. I'll try one more time. Knagle is unable to join us tonight. Robert was selected for sustainable body of work see, I told you. It's substantial body of work on science, technology, and engineering in their place in the world. Congratulations, Robinson. Now you know why I don't like scripts. The next award is for the achievement in a technological area. In 1992, IEEE USA assumed responsibility for the Harry Diamond Memorial Award. Previously an award of the IEEE, this award was first established in 1949 in memory of Harry Diamond, a longtime employee of the National Bureau of Standards. His professional life exemplified the highest type of engineering and scientific development effort. Each year, this award is presented to honor an individual for distinguished technical contributions in the field of electrotechnology while in U.S. government service, and that can either be at the federal, state, or local level. The 2010 recipient of the IEEE USA Harry Diamond Memorial Award is Rabinder Nath Okay, hang on. Madden, and I think I did it today. So Rabinder, would you please come up? Dr. Madden has served as the program manager of the Office of Naval Research since 1984, where he has managed a broad program of fundamental and exploratory research in signal processing, communication, and nonlinear phenomena. Please step forward and say a few words.
Thank you very much.
President Ronald Johnson, past President Evelyn Hurt, and Awards and Recognition Chair Mary Ellen Randall. I congratulate you on conducting such a gracious ceremony, and thank you for your warm welcome to me and this opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, my journey to Austin started many years ago on my birthday in New Delhi. The first steps on this journey were not mine, but that of a mailman. He delivered an envelope, and my mother, displaying that intuitive power women have, which so puzzles men, especially scientists, handed me the unopened envelope with the words, "Here is your birthday present." I opened it, and what a present it was. My acceptance for doctoral degrees at Princeton University. Years before, I had devoured a 4-part series on Einstein in the Hindustan Times, an all-India newspaper published from New Delhi. I pictured his life, Einstein's life, on the tree-lined Princeton campus, walking among those stately Gothic buildings. Now I was going to walk where he had walked, learn where he had taught, and eat where he had dined. Destiny was at work. So I arrived in the town of Princeton, New Jersey, and took a taxi to the graduate school. On the way, the name Mercer Street flashed in my mind like a neon sign. Of course, I thought that's where Einstein had lived. I asked the taxi driver to drive by the house. Destiny was still alive. Then began the rigors of graduate studies at one of the world's great universities and centers of physics. I remember in particular hearing the distinguished mathematical physicist Vincent Bergman begrudgingly telling us he was now obliged to teach us the Feynman diagrams because Feynman had just received the Nobel Prize. My daily vocabulary were consumed with quantum mechanics, group theory, quantum electrodynamics. I scarcely uttered a sentence without reference to those disciplines. And of course, I harbored the same doubts all students have, undergraduates and PhD students alike. Will this academic theory help me in the real world of engineering, electrical engineering? Well, it turned out it had great applicability. When I went to Hughes, I had the task of converting a major sensing system from the analog to the digital domain. I found my brush with the mathematical arts in India and Princeton served me well. The digital signal processing that I worked with had military applications for the F-14 fighter, but has had a big impact on all the devices we use. As you all know, there is a progressive influence of abstractions in mathematical arts to devices in our daily life. Cell phones, radar that land our planes, radar that tell us about the weather, and many more. Lately, as a matter of fact, today, yesterday, now, compressive sensing is lighting up some lamps in the Office of Naval Research. It was during my years at Hughes that I joined IEEE. Membership has enabled me to cross many boundaries, discipline-wise, continent-wise. Above all, it has given me the opportunity to know and work with generations of the best and brightest of our profession, and for that, I'm so very grateful. In closing, there are 4 people in particular I want to thank for helping me on this journey to Austin. Professor Athena Petropoulos did so much for nominating me for this award, and she has honored me by traveling to Austin to be with us tonight. Thank you, Athena. I want to thank my wife, Juliana, my steadfast supporter in all I have done. She has never doubted me, always encouraged me, and keeps reminding me that chaos, it's a mathematical discipline, is part of my natural phenomena. I thank and dedicate this award to my mother, Champa Rani, who did not need to open that envelope to know that destiny had smiled upon her son. Lastly, I thank a person whose name and whereabouts are unknown, that mailman, for taking those steps which started me on my journey to Austin. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the event.
Let's congratulate our IEEE USA Harry Diamond Memorial Award winner. The next part of the program will be the recognition of the recipients of the IEEE Award for Distinguished Public Service. This award honors individuals not currently in the practice of engineering for furthering the professional goals of the IEEE in the United States by such means but not limited to promulgating laws or regulations, benefiting the profession, influencing industrial environments to foster professionalism, and creating curricula or publications designed to enhance professionalism. The 2010 recipient of the Distinguished Public Service Award is Bart Gordon. Bart Gordon was the U.S. Representative for Tennessee's 6th Congressional District, serving from 1985 until he retired in 2011. He was the chairman of the House Committee on Science and Technology from 2007 until 2011. He was selected for promoting science and engineering in the United States Congress. He was a true voice for science and technology and engineering in the Congress. Unfortunately, he is unable to be here tonight. However, the award will be presented to him later in the year. Let's congratulate Bart Gordon. The award was renamed in the year 2000 as it was dedicated in the honor of Robert S. Wally, who truly dedicated his efforts in advancing the aims of IEEE professional activities in the United States during his 35 years with the National
Hey guys, my name is Zachary Phillips. I'm an electrical engineering major at LeTourneau University. I'm a proud IEEE student member and gave IEEE all the rights to this video. I didn't use any copyright materials in the making of this film. I showed my video to a group of 26 11 to 13-year-olds at my church, and they really enjoyed the video and thought it was very entertaining. It's pretty epic, so turn up those subwoofers. Check it out. In a world with many problems, there's a specialized group of people who have the solutions. If you take a look around you, you can see their fingerprints on everything. This breed of people is unsuspecting to the average person. They're walking by you on the street. They're sitting next to you on the plane. They are problem solvers, designers, and innovators, like Gustav Eiffel, structural engineer who worked on the Eiffel Tower and the Statue of Liberty. Washington Roebling, chief civil engineer over the completion of the Brooklyn Bridge. Nikola Tesla, mechanical and electrical engineer, the man responsible for the alternating current power system. Michael Good, aerospace engineer and astronaut. Finally, Martin Cooper, electrical engineer as well as the inventor of the cell phone. They are extraordinary people working under the guise of ordinary people, making a world of difference. Who are they? Engineers. The time is ticking. Who is going to join this extraordinary group? Is it you?
National Bureau of Standards in his 18 years with IEEE USA. The 2010 recipient of the IEEE USA Robert S. Wally Distinguished Contributions to Engineering Professionalism Award is John Meredith. John's professional activities within IEEE span over 40 years, and throughout those years he has served many roles, including Region 5 Director, a member of the IEEE Foundation, and the 2000 IEEE USA President. John, please come forward. And John was specifically selected for the passionate leadership in promoting lifelong learning for IEEE members.
Thank you, Evelyn. I'm very grateful for this honor. I'd like to thank IEEE USA. I'd like to thank Mary Ellen Randall and the Awards Committee for the hard work that you did in this. My nominator, whoever that may be, whomever that may be. And I'd like to support my good friends, the IEEE USA staff, my family, I consider you to be, in the hard work that you did to make this another great award ceremony. We do some great award ceremonies here. And I'd like to comment on this person, Robert Wally. Who was Robert Wally? He was a special person. First of all, he had a distinguished career. He worked for the National Bureau of Standards. I understand he was involved. Now, I didn't know Bob, but some people in this room did know him. And I did some research. He was involved with the Alcan Highway, a great engineering feat, and he also worked at National Bureau of Standards in NIST. He came to USAB, what we now call IEEE USA, as a staff person, and he was a wonderful person. He was unflappable. He never lost his temper. He would be in this meeting. If he were with us today, this weekend, he would be right in the middle of all this, making this work just very gracefully. I was told that he could go to a meeting where there were a lot of complex issues, and They would walk out of the meeting thinking it would be quite an ordeal to put the minutes together, but Bob would instantly hold up a piece of paper with the minutes recorded. He was a great administrator and great with the logistics. But more important than that, he was just a wonderful person, as I alluded to. It's the kind of person that I'm proud to have this plaque with Bob's name on it because of who he was. And there's still, this is one reason we volunteers enjoy our work in IEEE and IEEE USA, because there's so many people like Bob, and we want to be like him. So that's why I spend this time talking about Bob Wally. But I'd like to talk to you a little bit about my work, because I'm proud of my work in lifelong learning, because I think it's important for us to have this thirst for knowledge and the desire to learn, and the desire to mentor our colleagues and help them learn, because I think we owe it to the young people especially that we work with. In 1993, I had a vision for a workshop on lifelong learning, because I thought we needed to look at the physics of learning and some of the things we ought to do strategically. So I was successful in getting some people to follow my vision, and we created this workshop and came out with some strategies that were put in place and are still being followed successfully, I might add, in the IEEE, especially in the IEEE Education Activities Department. I'd like to acknowledge some of the people that got involved with that. First of all, Jim Leonard was Region 5 Director when I wrote this vision in the form of objectives, and Jim was sort of a mean guy. He was always pestering us about writing objectives. So I wrote this objective that we'd have a workshop on lifelong learning. And word got out to some people in the headquarters tent over at Piscataway, and I got a phone call from Pete Wiesner, and I'd like to thank him because he's still on that IEEE staff. And Pete Lewis, who was heading the Education Activities Department, was fully behind this, and Barbara Stoller, Coburn at the time, got behind this, and we started working on this workshop, which was held in '94, very successful. And then along came Ken Laker, who later was IEEE president, and Ken took this vision of Industry 2000 and started working on strategies, and he really drove it. Jerry Auckland, who was chairing a committee on continuing education, I worked on Jerry's committee for a while, and Mike Maston, who I was having lunch with one day and thought I needed a little help to run this committee, joined me as the co-chair. He's a Texan, by the way, and I love Texans. Then along the years, I worked on continuing education in Region 5. Some of the people I worked with and conferred with and got inspiration from people like Gene Eason, who was always there with success stories about what they were doing in Fort Worth. See, another Texan. And then I had people like Donald Dunn down at Houston, also a great education activities worker, and Jim Leonard with his MOCON, and he happens to be from Missouri, which isn't a bad state either. Then I conferred with my friends outside Region 5, Harry Bostic in Region 4. For you people in Region 4, you have some great people over there too. And Harry inspired me with some work he was doing, and then there's Dick Ackley over in Region 1, and I got a lot of inspiration from those people. I thank all of them. And then more lately, I worked with Abby Robinson on the Communications Committee, and I came up with an idea that we ought to have an e-book on lifelong learning, and I wrote that, and we published it and have had some success. I'd also like to acknowledge Candy Robinson, who is a very fine Region 5 director, also a Texan who is supporting me in my work in continuing education in Region 5. And finally, one of the most important people is a person that I've lived with for almost 42 years, my wife Lorraine, who couldn't be with us tonight, has always been there to support me and encourage me in this development I call IEEE work. Thank you.
Okay. Tonight you heard from some of the recipients that part of the ability for them to achieve what they achieved was due to staff. And several of you volunteers